gorgeous people of the interwebs, I hope you're having a fan-dabby-dozy day today. After months of talking about it, the Lion and I are finally off to New York to meet up with the Handbag Tribe, and we couldn't be more excited. This is the first of what will be many vlogs of sightseeing, shopping, meetups, and yes, maybe a few unboxings too, so stick around for those. The Lion managed to pick up first class tickets in the sale. This is the first time we've ever flown first class, so we wanted to vlog the entire experience for our own memories. So I hope you enjoy this. The first class check-in and security experience, wow, we just sailed straight through. If you watched my luxury travel pieces video, I will have that linked down below, you will know that on a previous flight I had issues with my phone not working and not being able to use the digital boarding pass. This time the BA app didn't want to work for me to show the boarding pass, so I ended up with a hard copy boarding pass, old school styly, and the Lion went on board with his digital one. We went to the Concorde lounge for a little bit of champagne and a little bit of breakfast. It was such a wonderful, chilled experience. The food, drink and service was excellent. The attention to detail was insane. Even the cappuccino had the BA logo in it. The Lion looks very much in his element here. We did go and have a little look around the luxury shops after breakfast. They were empty. The client advisors were all over us. Made me feel a little bit uncomfortable. Didn't feel like I could do any filming in there. I did catch the Lion checking out this Prada bag from the men's collection, so there is hope yet of getting him into one. Look at this snazzy bit of art. I was really happy that I managed to catch it on the way up because I didn't catch it on the way down doing its little shimmery thing. Back to the Concorde room to sit at the bar with the Gordon's Tree Bell and have a little bit more champagne. The Lion chose the rosé, so we did a little bit of a taste test between the two and decided that I think we preferred the Pomeré to the rosé. Before long it was time to leave the lounge and board our flight. We were the last sort of 10 people to board the flight, so didn't get to film much of the cabin because I had to get sat down and strapped in pretty much straight away. We had a little bit more champagne. We've flown business class before and we really do appreciate the extra space and comfort that we get with those tickets, but this was definitely next level. I could get used to this as well. The Lion may well have created a monster in the two of us for first class. A little bit of champagne, pop on the old noise cancelling headphones and we're good to go. Not only was this our first experience of first class flying, but this was our first flight since 2019, so we were excited, probably a little bit nervous too, but the flight attendants were absolutely fantastic. They looked after us so well, and you can see from this menu, the offerings were just insane. And we discovered in first class, you don't have to eat when everyone else eats, you can eat whenever you like. The menu was really extensive, and not just for like the main meal, but for snacks, drinks, cocktails, wine, champagne obviously, soft drinks, you name it, pretty much it was available. You only had to ask. We are airborne. First class means we get pyjamas, and I've always wanted to do this Trek trendy first class pyjamas transition. I'm not going to lie, because of my size and shape, I was a little bit worried that the pyjamas would be a bit of a letdown and they wouldn't fit me, but actually they were quite stretchy and they were remarkably flattering. I love getting changed on a long haul flight. I just love getting out of my travel clothes into something cozy for the flight and then change back just before we land. So having pyjamas supplied was just perfect for me. Sit rep, and I hope I don't have to overdub this. But I'm in my first class PJs. These and the amenities bag, the toiletries bag are by Temperley. We're going to have a look at what's in here. I have just been served a glass of the Veuve Le Grand Dame, 14,000 bottles available, and this is only served on the JFK flight. So if you're flying to San Francisco or anywhere else in first class, they don't serve this. They serve another vintage. I've had a lot of Veuve. I've never had Le Grand Dame, and it's beautiful. And now I have some aperitif. Lovely stuff. And I've ordered some food, so I may have to get into the amenities get into this afterwards because service is on it. And I forgot to say you get noise cancelling headphones. Now I'd usually bring my own, but because we got noise cancelling first on the way out, and then on the way back we're flying business and we also get noise cancelling, I thought, why take my Bose when I can just use this? And then there's more room in my carry-on for handbags. Things did get a little bit bumpy from time to time, and I am sad to say some champagne was lost in the makings of this flight. However, the food, and the line and I have eaten at some really fantastic 5-star restaurants, and this food was, I don't know how they were able to do it at 35,000 feet, because I know taste buds change, everything changes, air pressure and all of that kind of stuff, but this was insane. The quality of the food, the flavours, everything. I had the lobster to start, the lion had the lobster to start as well. I went straight in with the halibut for my main, and the lion decided to defer his main, which was the beef, for a couple of hours.
Just our Chateau Filou dessert wine. So this is a Bordeaux, so it's going to be very sweet.
It's quite heavy and sweet, isn't it? It's fortified.
So you don't want too much of it. So you're going to get vanilla, but spice, and it goes good with sweet stuff, but it also goes well with blue cheese as well.
I can see that.
Yeah,
I can really see that.
No, it's supposed to be, I think, the richer, more bitter chocolate. I think you'll get a really nice flavour in there.
I like where you're going with this.
Yeah. The other one is the Pomerol, which is the Bordeaux as well. This one you're going to get the red fruits and the cherry and stuff like that through. So I think it will complement it as well. So yeah, both Bordeaux's, both sort of fruity.
The flight attendant's recommendations for wine to go with the chocolate tart were spot on. I may have had a little bit of both. Now it's time to explore the amenities kit, something the Lion and I were both really excited to explore and discover what was held within these little pouches of dreams. I love having an amenities kit, and I love keeping the pouches and using them for things like cables and stuff like that for travelling in the future. So we're starting off with the eye mask and a pair of socky socks, which were absolutely cozy as. As I mentioned, everything was designed by Temperley, and the actual amenities themselves were Elemis. So we had the ginseng facial wipe there. We have what is an essential on a long haul flight for me, toothbrush and toothpaste, very handy to keep those for little overnighters. I got a little mirror as well, which was very cute, very lightweight as well, so handy to keep in the handbag. We've got the Ultra Smart Pro Collagen Moisturiser. I did use some of that on the flight. In fact, I used the moisturiser and eye cream all week, and I'm probably going to have to buy some now. Some deodorant, which I probably won't use because I have a very specific deodorant that I do use. Hand and nail balm, which I didn't use either. It really tickled me that they still provide these little earbud things, but I guess there's something that you need on a noisy flight. This rose face mist was absolutely delightful. I used that a few times on the flight, so refreshing. We'll be using that again in the future. And there's the eye cream that I mentioned earlier. The products were really, really delightful. The lip balm was lovely, a little bit slippy, but it definitely did the trick on the flight. And a first class pen that I will absolutely treasure from here on out. Not a bad little kit to have. About an hour before landing, the Lion decided to order the afternoon tea for us to share, and to be honest, it was delicious, but I was so stuffed I barely managed to eat any of it. But again, utterly delicious, and I don't know how they do it on a plane. Shout out to the ground crew and catering. And we have landed. Again, I didn't film in the airport for security reasons, but look, we're in New York. The sign says so. We jumped an Uber, which was probably not the most cost-effective way of getting to our hotel. And we did pre-book on the return journey, so we did learn the lesson there. Let's just take a moment to appreciate New York skyline stretching out in front of us. It was rush hour when we landed, so traffic was pretty bad. It took us about an hour and 40, something like that, to get to the hotel. We were staying at the Intercontinental Berkeley in Midtown, so we were ideally placed for lots of shenanigans, shopping, sightseeing and food. There was a lot of food, and you'll be seeing a lot of food in the vlogs as well. We really enjoyed the journey to get to New York, but we were very, very tired. So after getting to the hotel, we basically just unpacked. We went out and got a bit of supplies, and we went to the bar for a little drinky drink before crashing out. This is the view from our room. We're on floor 12. There will be more of a room tour later in the vlogs. We didn't get round to doing it early doors. So there you go. We're in New York. Enjoy the vlogs. There is so much more to come, and not just from us, but from the rest of the Handbag Tribe too.